Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jill, also known as Jillybean by some of my friends and my family, which now includes you. Today I'm just going to be going through some new products I found. Some are high-end, some are at the drugstore, and I'm just excited to try them. So I'm going to bring you through my first impressions and see how they look. But these are just items I saw that were interesting and bought them. So let's get into it. So my foundation and my concealer is done. I'm going to keep going from here. And the first thing I'm going to try is the Amethyst Caviar eye stick color from Laura Mercier. It just looks like a really pretty color, and I've heard good things about the eye sticks, so I figured why not try it. But I'm just gonna go in with this and we'll see what happens. So right off the bat, it's definitely not as pigmented as I was expecting, which is okay. If I'm doing like natural light, more so light-ish makeup, this is totally fine. And if it's still pretty, then I don't really mind if it's not super dark. Now I have this little brush and I'm just going to diffuse the ends and blend it out. I don't know why, but I actually thought this was going to be like sparkly or something, but it's certainly not looking sparkly on my lid. And I think that this particular one is a little bit dark to be the only thing on my lid. So I'm going to put a lighter color right in the middle just to open up my eye a little bit, and maybe in the inner corner as well. I do think it's a pretty color and I do like it. It just wasn't what I was expecting. It is very smooth to apply, which is nice. I'm not like tugging at my skin or anything. And then it's also really easy to blend it out with the brush, which I always appreciate a nice, easy blend. I'm gonna blend out this side like I did with the right side. I think I went a little bit too far over on both sides, so I'm gonna clean it up with a little bit of concealer. I have these new brushes that I got. I've never used them before. They kind of look like dupes for the Artiste brushes. I'm putting a little bit of a dot over here and then a little bit of a dot on this side just because I want to give it more of that angle of like that cat eye shape. So I'm gonna take this brush and just pat it in and blend it out. I actually think this brush is pretty good. Okay, I was not expecting that. I thought that this brush was a complete gimmick, but it actually blended out my concealer pretty nicely. I'm gonna put on a little bit more concealer on the inner corners of my eyes and see if this brush does anything there as well. I've let this concealer sit a little bit, so I'm gonna go in and blend it out now with my really gimmicky looking, but apparently useful dupe for an Artiste. I wouldn't say a dupe, I would just say a copy. I mean, maybe it's a dupe. I don't know. Okay, so even though it worked for the outer corners of my eyes, it's not really working for the inner corners. It's kind of just lifting up the concealer and not really giving me more coverage. So I'm just gonna switch back to my regular concealer brush. I think that did kind of just mess up my concealer. I'm gonna go in with some Clean and Fresh powder, or just Clean Fresh powder from CoverGirl. It's not new for me, but I just want to fix the under eye situation. So I'm going to put on some with my sponge. Okay, that's good. Gave me a little more brightness. I'm gonna look now for something to put on the center of my lid and the inner corner to bring back a little bit of life in my eyes, a little bit of brightness and sparkle. So I'm gonna use one of the e.l.f. liquid shadows. It's definitely not new for me. It's newer, but it's not brand new. But I feel like I didn't really get to show off how pretty this is, so I think this will be a nice addition to the lid. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty with this look. I'm gonna go in and blend it, of course. I was literally just using a brush and now I cannot find it. It's bizarre. So I'm gonna go in with another brush because I can't find the one that I wanted to use. It's a little bit bigger than I would like. I'm just gonna blend out the edges of the liquid shadow. Guys, it dried down and it's not blending out. So for the future, or if you're ever gonna use these, definitely blend it out quickly because now it's dry and I can't blend it, so oh well. I might put on more just to cover my entire lid so it doesn't look like a weird line. Okay, before it dries, I'm gonna go in really quickly and blend. Okay, oh yeah, much better. It definitely blends better when it's actually wet and you first apply it. Do not wait. Okay, that's really pretty. I wasn't planning on putting it over my entire lid, but I'm not mad at it. It looks pretty. I do have a new highlighter that I'm going to be using today. It is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. I have heard so many rave reviews about this, and especially because I have some texture going on, if I can kind of mitigate the situation and not put a chunky highlighter on, that would definitely help. I'm not going to put on my highlighter right now. I'm actually just going to highlight my brow bone and put some in my inner corner, but I don't have anything specific that's new that I really want to use for those areas, so I'm just going to use this while we're here. So I have a clean brush and I'm just going to swirl around. Yeah, it's pretty. It's very, very subtle for sure, but it's pretty. I'm going to put some on my inner corner as well. And I'm going to drag it up right through my eyelid over here because I feel like it's very dark over here and I really just want to brighten things up. There we go. I have deep set eyes. They create a lot of shadows, so I definitely try to use brighter eyeshadows in the areas that I need. So I'm quickly just going to use something that I use a lot. This is the e.l.f. Contour palette. There's a bunch of different shades in here. You have 2 bronzer shades, a highlighter, and then I think more of like an under eye powder. It's a little bit too dark for me though, the under eye powder, so I honestly never use it. But yeah, it's a nice palette. I definitely like the Physicians Formula Butter bronzer better. I like the Marc Jacobs bronzer better. It's not like my favorite bronzer ever, but it does the job and it has a nice big mirror actually, so I actually like to use it just because of the mirror. Alright, bronzer's done. I just wanted to add a little bit more of life back into the face. I felt like I was looking a little like flat and just pasty white. I'm actually going to see about the highlighter in this palette. Yeah, the highlighter in this palette is also just like really chalky. I'm gonna put some on my eyelid and then you guys can see, maybe. It's not even showing up, but just trust me, it's powdery and I don't really like it. My new blush is going to be an Essence blush. I'm kind of on an Essence kick recently. I love one of their mascaras, the Lash Princess, so I went to Ulta and I just bought a ton of Essence stuff because I was like, you know what? It's really affordable and it's probably like one of my top 3 mascaras of all time, the Lash Princess. So I was like, I'm just gonna start trying other things because maybe everything is that great. So I have a big fluffy brush and I'm going to go into the blush. This is the Essence Mosaic blush. It has like all these different colors, and then I'm obviously just swirling it around and I'm going to apply it to my cheeks. They have other blushes as well, but this one just looked like the nicest color to me personally. So this is definitely pretty. It's more subtle than I was thinking it would be originally. Let me see if I have a more compact brush that I can use, and let's see if that provides better pigment. Okay, there we go. So I think that you can build it up to a point that is really nice and that's pretty. It's not like my favorite blush of all time, but for the price, it's definitely really pretty. And I think also if I used it with a different bronzer, I would like it more. I think this bronzer is a little bit darker than what I usually go for, so I think maybe the blush is just like blending into it a little bit. Definitely giving me a nice flush, but if you have any darker skin, I don't think this will show up on you. I went a little ham on my nose, so I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. But yeah, I think that looks pretty. We'll see how long it lasts. Up next, what do I want to do? Let's add the highlighter now on the high points of the face. So I'm going to just go back into the Essence highlighter and apply to the high points of my cheeks. It's not blinding, but it's really, really pretty, and it is really not emphasizing my texture, so I appreciate that a lot. Okay, yeah, that's really pretty. It's like not chunky whatsoever. Add some to the nose. Cupid's bow, maybe a little on my forehead. I think that's really, really pretty, and it doesn't give me like a chunky glitter look. I mean, it doesn't look like there is any glitter in it, so it wouldn't, but it's just really nice and like smooth. I'm going to clean this up right here with some powder. I'm not really baking, I'm just cleaning that up a little bit. I don't want my bronzer to look muddy, so I'm gonna leave that there and then I'll dust it off in maybe like 5 minutes. Okay, so my lips are looking real bare, and I got this new Superstay Maybelline lip crayon from the drugstore that I'm super excited to use. I think that this shade is super, super pretty. These are called the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon, and I don't know, I'm excited to try it. I haven't really seen anything about it, so let's go in and see what this is all about. So it comes with like a pointed applicator here, which is kind of nice. It looks like just a thick lip liner. It's very, very, very smooth. I'm barely pressing down and more than enough pigment is coming off. Ooh, it's very silky too. It's like silkier and smoother than a lip liner is, but it has the packaging of like a thick lip liner. So this is definitely interesting. I think that the color is definitely really pretty. I'm gonna have to do a wear test to see how it wears and how I like it, but off the bat, I think it looks nice. And the application was super easy. And you can just twist this up or you can twist it down. This is the shade Change is Good 85. Oh, there's a sharpener on the other side. I was wondering how you sharpen it. Oh, okay, cool. So there's a sharpener on this side, and then I guess when it gets dull, or if you want to redefine the point on the tip of this, you just put it in the sharpener. So that's cool. Okay, so I'm excited to see how this wears, if it wears for a long time, or if I drink something and it just comes right off. It is matte, but it's not uncomfortable at all. I would say it has the feeling of a completely regular liquid lipstick, like not a matte liquid lipstick, like a regular, I don't know what they're called, but you know, one of like the Rare Beauty ones, or even Kylie's, that's more of like the mousse texture. This doesn't feel matte. It feels more moussey when you're putting it on and very smooth. It's not drying, but now it looks almost completely matte on my lips. I also have really dry lips, so it's really comfortable right now. I don't feel like I need to put anything else on top of it to be more moisturizing, so that's interesting and that's exciting. I think now it's time to wipe off the powder. I've never used this. I don't usually wear eyeliner, so I might mess this up really badly. We'll see how it goes. But this is the Waterproof Ultra Fine Hydrofuge Ultra Thin Liquid Eyeliner from Physicians Formula. Again, another raved about product from the drugstore. And for eyeliner, I usually just wet a small brush, like a small eyeliner brush, dip it into some darker pigment, so maybe a dark brown or a black, and then I'll draw on the eyeliner with that. So I don't ever really have a super strong black eyeliner. First off, I'm not very good at it, and second, I just don't feel like I need it, especially when I have my eyelashes on and everything, and my mascara on. So I just never really felt the need to buy one of these before, but I'm excited to try this. I've heard it's an easier application than some of the felt tips. I used to use felt tip markers for, well, not markers, felt tip eyeliners for my eyeliner, and it was good and it was nice. It stayed on all day, but a lot of the time I just made it way too thick, and then I had this huge black line on my eye. So I'm excited to try this. Let's see what happens. Packaging is very sturdy. I can't get it out of the packaging. So the design of the packaging is actually really, really cool. I'll show you guys a close-up, but there's actually like water droplets on the packaging. It might just be like glue or something and it's raised up, but I think that's really cool. I think that's a very unique touch. Here's what it looks like. Very, very fine. I'm going to shake it because I just feel like I should shake it, so I'm going to. I might go out of focus here because I really have to concentrate and look in my mirror very closely for the eyeliner part, but I'm gonna try my best to look at the camera and in my mirror and be in focus at the same time, but here we go, let's see. Okay, I just did this little part on the outside right here. Ooh, when I get to the inside part, it really tickles my eyelid. Okay, that actually was pretty easy, and it's very pigmented, and it's not watery, but there's definitely a lot of product coming out of the actual applicator, so you don't have to like push down or anything. I have very sensitive eyelids apparently, because when I got inward it tickled a little bit, but nothing that made me blink excessively. But here's what it looks like, and I think it looks really nice. And the thickness is like a perfect thickness because I just went along with the size of the brush and it created like a perfectly sized line. I'm actually really glad that I bought this and tried it out. Now let's go to the other side. It's gonna be a little more difficult because I'm right-handed. I'm gonna do my left eye now, but I think it'll be okay. This was pretty easy, so let's try it out. Ooh, okay, again, it tickles the inner corner of my eye, but that's the case with any eyeliner. Okay, this one's turning out a little bit thicker. I messed up a tiny bit and I had to just cover it up by doing another line, but it doesn't look that bad compared to this one. This is the first application. I'm just gonna go in a little bit in the inner corner and kind of connect it where I messed up a little bit so that it's a smoother line. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Guys, I really like this eyeliner. I think it's great. If you haven't tried this, go try it. I haven't been blown away by a product to this magnitude in a while, but it's super pretty and it was really easy to apply. And I can tell you that it feels locked and loaded. Like, I don't think it's gonna be moving anytime soon. It seems like it dried down super quickly, and I'm just like really shocked about how much I like this. I don't have a new mascara. I'm just gonna go in with the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. I know and love this mascara so much. I do have a bunch of new mascaras. I just don't want to open anymore right now because I have like 6 of them open. So I kind of want to use some up before I open any new ones. But when I do, I will definitely let you guys know. As Chandler Bing would say, perfection.
You know, on second thought, gum would be perfection. Gum would be perfection? Gum would be perfection.
Now the finishing touch with the eyes is going to be a white eyeliner. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I love white eyeliner, and I'm currently on the hunt for the best white eyeliner that lasts the longest in the waterline. So I'm going to try the Marc Jacobs one. I have the one in black and it is so fantastic. It lasts the entire day. It's the only eyeliner I can put in the waterline and it actually stays put all day. I wanted to get like a matte white shade and they don't have that in the highliner for Marc Jacobs, so I actually got the fine liner and it's just a matte white eyeliner. So let's unbox it and see. I actually heard that Marc Jacobs might be going out of business, and I don't know if that's just the makeup or if that includes like the fashion, so the clothes and the bags and everything, but they've been like 50% off everywhere. So the makeup has been 50% off on the website and at Sephora, but I've also been seeing like all of their bags are on sale at Nordstrom Rack. I don't know, I really hope it doesn't go out of business, but I think that they make some really great products, and some like the eyeliners are the best out there. If you have any recommendations for eyeliners that don't bleed, that are as good as the Marc Jacobs eyeliners, definitely let me know. Ooh, okay, so it has like a little twisty and clicky thing. I like that you don't have to sharpen it. This is what it looks like. It definitely is very fine. So I'm just going to put it in my waterline and let's see. Oh, that tickles. I think it has to break in a little bit, so like I just need to get that first layer off because I am getting some pigmentation, but not as much as I like. Let's go in with another coat. Okay, I just put it on my hand. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know why I put it there, but okay, let's go over here. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna put it somewhere else on my hand so you guys can see the swatch. I can't get it there. All right, there it is on my hand. So it does feel pretty creamy, and it's definitely really pigmented on my hand. So I'm not so sure why it's not coming out that well in my waterline. I'm not that impressed. I mean, I am getting some pigment, but I'm not getting like as much pigment as I'm used to. One good thing to know is once you twist it up, you can't twist it back down. I just tried to do that and I think I broke it. I'm hoping not, but we'll see next time. It's just not as pigmented as some of my others. It might last longer, so I'll definitely see. I will update you guys about the lipstick and about the eyeliner down below in the description box. I was really impressed with the highliner and I loved that immediately when I put it on, but this is just not giving me the same opaqueness. Is that a word? Opaqueness that the black shade gave me. And again, this is the ultra thin version. It's not the highliner. So maybe their highliners are really just where it's at and not the thin ones. I'm actually going to put my NYX white eyeliner on my right eye. And then I'm just going to keep the left eye with just the Marc Jacobs. I just want to show you guys how pigmented this is. It doesn't last for very long, but it is really pigmented. So if you have like a short event or if you're taking pictures or something, I would just recommend the NYX Jumbo. Yeah, the NYX Jumbo eye pencil. Do you guys see that? Like how much better this eye looks compared to this eye? This eye has like a very subtle line, and this one is like wide open. The last thing I'm going to use is this Ilia It's technically a oil, but it really just feels more like lip gloss. My lips are feeling a little bit dry, so that's why I'm gonna put this on. Before I do though, I wanna just tap my lips and see if this is a transfer proof lipstick. I'm getting like a very, very minimal veil of color coming off onto my fingers, so I think that this does actually dry down. Let me try drinking something and see what happens. Huh, okay, so I barely see anything on my straw. There's a little bit right there, I don't know if you can see it, but it's really barely anything. So I think this would be a good lipstick to wear if you're like going out to eat or something. It probably will come off over the duration of the meal, but I don't think it's gonna like smear all over your face or anything. And it's a quick and easy touch up because the application is so easy. So I like that lipstick a lot, but I just want to now put on some gloss because I do feel a little bit of dryness on my lips. So let's go in with the Ilia Lip Oil. It's also very pretty. I feel like it matches that lipstick perfectly. This is the Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil, and it's in the shade Linger. It has a scent too. I don't know, it's kind of just chemically, but I don't know. At first I really liked it. It does have a little bit of a scent though, but like I can't smell it now. It's very, very minimal. As far as new makeup, guys, that's it for me. I think that my standout products for this video, definitely the eyeliner. I love this. I'm going to be using it a lot more often. And then what else? Oh, I really liked the lip color as well. The Ilia, I like it, but I literally just put it on, and I think I have to put it on without any lipstick underneath to know how I really feel about it, so I'll use this again in future videos. But for me, the top two standout products were definitely the Maybelline Lip Crayon and the Physicians Formula eyeliner. I forgot I actually have this e.l.f. product for my brows. I didn't think I had a new brow product, but this is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Neutral Brown from e.l.f. As you can see, it's in the packaging. I have never used it before, and I don't know, let's try it. I don't usually use brow pencils. I'm more of a, you know, brush through pomade kind of gal, but let's see. And I don't have any doubt that this product is good. My doubt really is me applying it correctly and for it to look good. A lot of the time when I do my brows, I just do it way too heavy. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. palette, you know, keeping it in the family. It has a spoolie on one side and then the color on the other. I'm just gonna spoolie through my brows real quick. Okay, the spoolie is super soft. I like that spoolie. So I'm just twisting this up, and I'm twisting, oh, maybe I don't twist it up there. Oh, I do it like this, duh. And there you see, it's coming out a little bit. It is a very fine point. And usually what I like to do with any brow product at all is I'll put it on and then I'll go back in with the spoolie to really like diffuse it. So I'm probably gonna do that, but let's start out with a pencil and see how it goes. Okay, I think this is more so a pencil to fill in the brows. I don't think it's thin enough to do like individual hairs. I don't mind that so much. I think that it looks good. It's just kind of like filling in my brows and giving it a deeper look, and there's no sparseness now. So yeah, no, it's definitely not an individual hair kind of product. It's just, it's too thick and the consistency is not good for individual hair-like strokes. However, I do think it filled in my brow really nicely. You can see this eye compared to this eye. This brow is definitely more defined, and whoop. The consistency is kind of like powdery, so yeah, you're definitely not going to get like those individual lines, but I think that this looks nice. And it's honestly the perfect pigmentation. It's not too dark, not too much product is coming off at once. However, I am getting enough pigmentation to actually see a difference. Just on like the first go around, I do think it's nice. I think that it's definitely too thick to get those really tiny brush strokes. But if you just want to fill in your brows, this could be like a really awesome, quick and easy product for you. I'm just going to brush it through to diffuse anything that is a little unblended. And again, I'm going to see how long this pigmentation actually lasts. I feel like with a lot of the brow products I have right now, it just wears off really quickly. So if this lasted, this could be a really, really good option for me, and I feel like it goes really well with my hair tone. So I'm liking this. I'm glad that I found it while I was cleaning up. My whole makeup area is a mess right now. But anyways, now I am actually officially done with this video. I know I said I was before, but I wasn't, but now I am. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really like these brows. I just distracted myself. I really liked them. Thank you guys so much for the second time for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.